Did you know that you can come across as more aggressive if you're from Liverpool versus if you're from Glasgow? As a recent immigrant, your accent might not be the only thing being judged. Even the sound of your keyboard while typing influences opinions. So, how much are we really judged by how we talk? Turns out quite a lot. It's more than just the words we use, it's the whole package: our voice, speech patterns, and even the subtle sounds we make while communicating. Our voice is more than just a way to speak, it's like a signal, broadcasting our emotions and even how smart or trustworthy we seem. Studies show that even if people don't understand the language you're speaking, they can often pick up on whether you sound angry, sad, or happy just from your tone. These vocal expressions can be very powerful in revealing what you're actually feeling, even if you're trying to hide it, and are important for effective communication. The sound of our voice is really important. For example, people often connect a low voice with dominance, authority, physical strength, and high levels of self-confidence. If you're looking to come across in a way that demands respect, then speaking a little bit more deeply is the way forward. But it is different for men and women, since women are generally associated to have high-pitched voices. Think about a time when you heard someone speak and immediately thought, that person knows what they're talking about. Chances are it wasn't just what they said, but how they said it. Vocal cues like a confident tone, clear intonation, and a steady speech rate all play a role in making a speaker sound believable and engaging. These vocal signals influence how listeners perceive their confidence and, ultimately, their attitude towards their message, because it will greatly influence the way they process information and change behaviors. And remember, it's about conveying honesty and benevolence, not just dominance. However, it's not only the speakers who influence their listeners. Think about all the different kinds of speakers and how they may convey their point. Consider that the metacognitive process also affects the speaker in all the same ways. The ELM, or the elaboration likelihood model, shows how we perceive things through either a high or low elaboration process. Low elaboration is just a basic peripheral cue like seeing food and thinking, oh, I want to eat. High elaboration is a carefully and thoughtfully thinking about the information given and forming an opinion on it. Ever wonder why certain political leaders sound so commanding? It's often in their vocal delivery. Vocal pitch, volume, rate of speech, and intonation are skillfully used to convey authority and persuade voters, and these can be interpreted as signs of intelligence and expertise. It's not just about sounding confident, it's about believing in what you say. This confidence affects your thoughts and how you express them, shaping your attitude and influencing your behavior. This has a biasing affect, this internal influence that stems from your thoughts, biases, and experiences is metacognition, and it influences the success of your communication. Even more surprising is that it happens even while typing. The tone with which you are conveying the message also affects your perceived validity. What's even wilder is that research found what you hear can also affect how you feel about the argument. Low and high pitch, faster and slower sounds affected the way the listeners or participants felt about the argument given, the same way that the person themselves presenting is directly judged. It's important to note that all this can also be influenced by biases and judgments stemming from which social background or community you're from. That is linked to vocal and accent traits, which leads to the point that there are nuances based on a speaker's geographic origin. This has implications in illegal settings in the metacognitive processing in the court. As amazing as this all is, a lot of these studies had limited test subjects of the diverse people who make up the world. As a whole, it would be greatly beneficial to further improve these test parameters. These changes also need real-world testing to see the true changes that are seen with changes in sounds of your vocal expressions. So next time you speak, think about what your voice is really saying. Use this knowledge and keep watching such amazing videos, like and share, and remember to subscribe.